Vegeta here. I just decided to stop by Input's Reviews channel in order to tell you that this video is intended for anyone over the age of 18. And if you don't like it, I don't care. Click that box, stop watching the video now, or you will have to face my wrath!
Hey everyone, welcome back to Input. And in this review, I really wouldn't call it a review, but I'm doing a custom showcase of one of my customs. So let's take a look at them. Let's dig into them, and I'm going to go over everything that I did to this guy on how to make them, what colors I used, what paint I used, and the techniques that I used. Alright guys, haha, fooled you. We're actually taking a look at Hotlink. No. Hotlink is actually the base figure that I used. The Netflix Hotlink Walmart exclusive is the base figure for Hailstorm. I named him Hailstorm. I'll get into the story and all that stuff here in a second, but I'm going to talk about real quick what I did to him, to Hotlink, to get him. So Hotlink, I knew right off the bat I was going to want an all-black Seeker. So what I did was I chose Hotlink because he's all black. And, well, I shouldn't say all black. He's mostly black with some very, very, very dark gray, almost a light shade of black on him, on the wings and stuff. As you can see, like right here on his pylon, he's a darker gray instead of the black. So he's a bit two-toned in that regard, which I was totally okay with. I didn't mind because I figured worst case scenario I could end up painting these like pylons and stuff like that, the shade of black that I wanted, and kind of give Hailstorm a little bit more tone to him and stuff. But so what I did was I ended up stripping the entire figure down to the bare black plastic. Now, if you guys don't know how to do this, a real simple way is to get yourself isopropyl alcohol, the strong stuff, okay? This is electronics grade, 99% proof isopropyl alcohol. And basically what I do with this stuff lasts quite a long time. So basically what I do is I put this into a Ziploc baggie, and then any figure that I have taken apart, I basically put into that Ziploc baggie if they've got paint that I want to strip, and just let it sit in there for a few hours, and then take an old toothbrush and scrub all the excess paint off under running water, and just kind of repeat the process. It's a really simple process to strip the paint. So once I had the figure completely stripped down, paint-wise, and completely taken apart, I came up with Hailstorm here. Now, the name of Hailstorm comes from the Armada Minicon of the same name, but the coloring is an homage to the Bayformer, who was green, but it's also an homage to the Armada one as well. Now, I know the Armada one, the Armada Minicon, was actually blue, but I wanted to have a more metallic type of coloring to him, so it's kind of a homage to each color's characters in that regard, because this is more of like that cartoony, bright, vibrant type of green instead of that darker maroon military kind of green. So as you guys can see, I'll bring him a little bit closer so you guys can see what I did to him and everything. So I painted the jet cockpit right here on the chest the same color green as everything else. I used a white primer over everything I was going to paint green. I used a white primer over that, or under that, and then went over it with a pearlized lime metallic green. And I did that for the feet, and I did that for the thighs, the cockpit here, and the shoulders. And the big reveal, I guess, would be right here. We've got the fade. I did that for everything that was going to be colored. So I also did it for his eyes, which I painted the same color green as the green that I used in his body, or on his body. So, I also, this is a really cool technique that I like to do. So on the smaller little areas like this, if you're trying to paint something, I basically dip a toothpick into the paint and then color it in. And then any excess that goes over, I just wipe it off with my finger real softly. That way the paint stays in the crevice area, and you get all the excess paint that's on around the edges or whatever. You just kind of wipe it off. And then I just simply clean up the area if I need to with some rubbing alcohol. So, yeah. That's pretty much it for the jet mode. As you guys can see, I did paint the inside of the turbines right here. I painted that silver, where on Hotlink, it's just a simple black, just black plastic. I did keep the face the same color, gray, as Hotlink as well on Hailstorm. And he does not have any target masters. Those I pretty much basically put in the custom fodder to deal with later kind of thing. Maybe if I come up with something else or whatnot. Now there are some bits of him that are actually cast in purple plastic that I did have to paint black, like the back crotch area right here is purple plastic. So I did have to paint that black on Hailstorm. This piece right here is painted purple. I had to paint that black. And this whole section back here was purple, which, again, I had to paint black. But, and then the inside of the forearm section that transforms, as you guys can see right there, is purple as well. I'm going to open this up so you guys can actually see it. But yeah, where the fist hole, that is purple, and on that I painted it black. I could have kit bashed some of that, but again, the only other black seeker that's a Siege Seeker is Skywarp, and I'm not spending that kind of money just to tear the figure apart kind of thing. I mean, I don't mind spending the money to make a custom. What I'm saying is I don't want to spend the money on that little bit and get, you know, just for like the extra little pieces or whatever. I'd rather just paint him black and kind of be done with it. So yeah. That's what he looks like in robot mode. Now, I know you guys want to see what he looks like in jet mode, so let's take a look at his jet mode. Alright guys, so here we have the jet mode, and I still do have, I didn't put him on, you know, the null rays or whatever, and I didn't fully close this up because you guys know how big of a pain in the ass this is to separate. But yeah, there's the jet mode. The fade is on the nose cone. The fade is on the wings. I use the same colors on the wings as on the nose cone. To match the lime green cockpit back here, I painted that lime green as well, or you know, neon, whatever you want to call it, neon green. Pearlized, it's a pearl. Jeez, can't even think of it right now. But yeah, so there's the Tetrajet mode. Let me show you guys what paint that I used real quick. So, as I said, this is a real simple custom to do, and I'm going to go over everything that I did. Actually, I'm going to bring him back so I can show you guys what I did, talk about the fade, and what I did there to achieve it. So everything that is this lighter shade of green is this color right here. It's this pearlized lime green from Createx. And then the darker shade of green right there on the figure's wing. So the first fade, the first section of the fade, I used this blue and I mixed it with the green, and it gave me that darker shade of green. And then I took these two, mixed it with the black to get this even darker shade of green right there. And then on the very, very tip right here, this little area right here is just the black. That's it. Now this is a Wicked Colors black, and the reason why I love this color is because this thing is super, super dark. Okay, this thing eats light, and I absolutely love it. I think it's super, super cool. It's a really great shade of black, and like I said, it is a very, very rich shade of black. It does eat up quite a bit of light, which I feel like is what you want in a black shade. Now, I did get this from Hobby Lobby. You guys can see how much I paid for it right there. A bit expensive, but again, Wicked Colors is part of, you know, part of the Creatix brand. But I mean, there is a decent amount of paint in here, especially if you're using an airbrush. But yeah, so these are the simple 3 little colors, and by mixing them all together, I was able to get that fade that's on the figure right there. So yeah, and like I said, the green, just, you know, so like this green right there, the shoulders and stuff is this shade all by itself. So, but yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this this look at one of my customs. I'm actually currently working on one as well. So if you guys like this video, just let me know. You know, leave a comment, like the video, whatever, if you like the custom showcase videos. Yeah, and I'll do a lot more. I do a lot of customs, so I do have a bunch of customs kind of floating around here in the office that I can do a custom showcase on if you guys like that sort of stuff. So as always, I'll see you guys next video. Stay safe. I love all you guys out there. And like I said, that's the most important thing right now, is staying safe. So as always, I'll see you guys next video, podcast, live stream, whatever the case is, whenever I see you. Love you guys. See you later. And as always, cut it out. Later.